Hi everyone, it's the Comic Fan Man here coming at you with another video. And in today's video, we're going to take a look at Masterverse new Eternia Sy-Klone. This is the last figure of Wave 13, and I am so glad to have this figure. This was actually one of the last Masters of the Universe vintage figures that I had collected, because I believe he came out toward the end of the line. So I do remember getting him, but that was like one of the last. So as you can see here, he's hitting one of Skeletor's skeleton warriors there. And what do we got here? He's hitting another one on this side. And not sure who that is up there, but this is like the bug helicopter thing that they had. I remember that. I don't remember if it ever came out, but I do remember seeing that design. But yeah, he has a mask here, which is really kind of cool. And let's take a look on the side. Here he is, very handsome looking young man. And then he's got this warrior mask on. Ooh, that's gonna be cool. I'm looking forward to that. And on the back of the box, again, this is an international toy, so I don't have his write-up in English, but there he is with the mask, the shield, the little spinning special effects, and apparently they also fit on his arms. All right, let's open him up and see what we got. All right, so here he is, Sy-Klone, new Eternia with all of his accessories out. This is a spectacular looking figure. This, I have to admit, this is probably my favorite Masterverse figure. First and foremost, let's take a look at the paint detail that they did on his face. Look at that, that is so cool. I love those extra lines in there. And his helmet and all the colors that they used on him, the bright gold, the red, the blues. The blues are metallic. The golds are like a pearlescent metallic. Oh my God, this is amazing. The reds are really bright and vibrant. I love this figure. He is so cool. And he's very thin compared to the other Masterverse figures, but it doesn't matter. Like, he looks amazing. He's got these little pieces of like armor that stick out, and they're clear. And he's got the little visor that the vintage figure had, but like with like a real kind of like bullseye look to it. This is amazing. I did not expect all of that from this figure. He comes with these two extra set of hands here. The fist hands, which I'm probably going to switch out because he doesn't really hold anything. Excuse me. This is his shield. And you can put the, these are just like spinning attack effects. You can put them on his shield. So it looks like his shield is, like if he's throwing his shield like that, or if he's spinning the shield around, you could do that kind of effect. This is great. And the shield goes on his back. You can put it like that. You can switch it so that the spikes are coming up from the back. That's really cool. Or you can put it on his arm. You know, give it that like that Captain America throwing attack. The other thing you can do with these flame effects is put them on his wrists, which I'm probably gonna do, just to make it look like it's part of his spinning attack, which is why I'm going to put the fists on. And then he also comes with, let me see if I can get him to stand real quick. This leg is still a little tight. I'm gonna have to loosen that up a little bit. And he comes with this tiny little mask. It's really, really cool. So let's see how this slips in right here. Looks like it should just slip in. And it does. It just slips in. Look at that. Now we've got a little samurai Sy-Klone now. Great reimagining. I think Mattel did a really, really nice job on this figure. Let me switch out the hands here. He's got the thick pegs on the hands, which is nice. That seems to be the new norm for Masterverse. That'll help the wrist from not breaking. So that's really nice. I'll put the shield on his back. Well, he's fully armored up now. And it was super easy to do. Really, really love this look. I think he's an amazing looking figure. Take a look at that. And taking another look at that little corner in the box there, I think that's another Sy-Klone, another Sy-Klone, and another Sy-Klone. I think it might just be that Masterverse is using Sy-Klone as what he was in 2000X. Sy-Klone in 2000X was a guardian of the land of Gar. I believe he was a Gar Warrior. And again, I can't read the back of the box because it doesn't have any information on there. But in Masters of the Universe 2000X, the Mike Young Productions, Sy-Klone, the reason he's blue is because he was actually part of Keldor's race. Keldor is a Gar, and Sy-Klone is also a Gar. I think it's called Antwort Gar, something like that. And he's one of the like the last guardians of Antwort Gar. So he's actually the same race as Keldor or Skeletor, which is why he has the blue skin. So that's kind of a neat callback. When I looked at the box and I realized there was a bunch of Sy-Klones, I was like, oh wow, I think they're actually maybe somehow tying in his Gar lineage to the new Eternia timeline. All right, let's put him up with some comparisons. All right, and here he is with another figure that had a very fun gimmick as a vintage figure, Ram Man. If anybody remembers the Ram Man vintage figure, you would press this button, you push him down, squat him down, you press this button and he would pop up. He had like a spring mechanism play function. And Sy-Klone, very similarly, the top half of his body, there was a little spinny button here that you would just turn and he would actually spin around. So that was really, really cool. Unfortunately, Masterverse is geared more toward play still collecting, so they don't offer the play features on them. But even without the play features, I think this just looks amazing, and I really, really love it. One thing about my Ram Man I'm really kind of bummed out about is that his knee did actually pop. I was afraid of that when I did my Ram Man review. I said this plastic is really soft, and let me tell you, he's been in this kind of pose since I got him. So this is without me messing with him and posing him. This just happened like this, and it had nothing to do with me posing him. So I'm kind of bummed out about it. Although can't really notice it that way. But yeah, I don't know. I hope Mattel has some way to fix that, because that's not cool. But in any case, they look good together, Sy-Klone and Ram Man. And here is Sy-Klone along with Snout Spout, another figure that had a really cool play feature in that he could shoot out water from his nose. Again, this figure can't do that, but you know, they recreated the look and reimagined it a little bit, and I think he looks fantastic. So I look forward to having them together. I think this looks really good. I love this Sy-Klone. This is so amazing. He came out better than any of the pictures that I've seen of him. This is fantastic. And here I have him going up against Whiplash and Scareglow. I changed out Scareglow's head for the Skelegod head. I think this looks really cool. It's a nice look, makes Scareglow look really cool, especially since the rest of him doesn't glow. I was kind of bummed out about that. But in any case, here we have Sy-Klone going up against Whiplash and Scareglow. And, you know, I'm putting out his arms, making it look like he's getting ready to start doing his spin attack. I don't know if you remember the vintage commercial for him, but I do remember that as one of the last commercials was where, you know, He-Man was trapped and then Sy-Klone came in, and his cheesy line was, "When Sy-Klone spins, evil never wins." I don't know why that stupid random line stuck with me, but here I am 40 years later still reciting that stupid line. Yeah, I thought that was really funny, and it stuck with me all these years later.
You can't stop my whole evil arm when Sy-Klone spins. Evil never wins.
All right, and here is my vintage Sy-Klone next to the Masterverse Sy-Klone. As you can see, the design is very faithful to the vintage figure. I just want to take off the mask so you can see the blue faces. Interestingly enough, the vintage Sy-Klone does have a very He-Man style face. And obviously for the Masterverse, they changed the look up, which is great. And as you can see, he has the same thing. Although in the vintage figure, this is a 3D printed sticker, which was very popular back in the days. Really kind of cool. Has nothing on the back, just his muscles. And his arms are very loose because they're meant to swing out when he spins. And this is the spinning apparatus. So you just do that and there you go. Sy-Klone spins, evil never wins. But yeah, as you can see, Masterverse was really kind of faithful to the original design. They just modernized it. And again, the fact that they use this pearlescent metallic colors really just makes this figure, I believe this is the most vibrant figure of the Masterverse, which I really love. And it looks amazing. I'm so happy with this. I'm so happy that Masterverse redid this figure, redid this character, and I think it looks fantastic. I'm so happy with this. Alright, so I found a reason to put his two weapon holding hands on. I was putting him on the shelf next to my Masterverse Jitsu, and I realized that his reds and Jitsu red is fairly similar. Jitsu's red is a little bit more orange, but I figured since I wasn't using the weapon for Jitsu, I put it on him. And then I realized my son also has the Origins Jitsu, so he was also not using the sword, so I took his sword and used it for his offhand. And this makes Sy-Klone look like a really cool dual-wielding samurai or ninja, which is also kind of, you know, historically accurate, because the samurai back in the day, when they carried two swords, it was always one longer than the other one. So because this one's Masterverse, this one's longer than the Origins sword, and I think this looks fantastic. This gives him a great, like, samurai dual wielding look. And you know, just imagine with Sy-Klone using his spinning powers, you know, just hacking and slashing away with these dual wielding katanas. I think this is a great look for Sy-Klone, and I'm glad to put him back on my shelf, looking like a new Eternia, you know, spinning samurai. This looks great. I love this figure. He is just, for me, I think this is a fantastic look for a redesign of Sy-Klone. He's got all the colors, but these iridescent blues and golds, this bright popping red. For me, you know, I don't know about anybody else, but for me, this figure is going to wind up being in my top 10 list for this year, because this is just fantastic. He is definitely in my at least top 5 of the Masterverse figures, because of all of them released to date, because he just looks fantastic. I love this look. It is amazing. I think Mattel really did a fantastic job with this. All right, so if you enjoyed this look at the new Eternia Sy-Klone, and if you feel that I've earned it, please give me a like and subscribe, and look forward to our next video. Thank you, and have a great day. Bye-bye now.